WHPR TV is now on demand. Catch us when you want, how you want, where you want. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Watch your favorite TV shows on demand. And be sure to
download the WHPR app.
We're now on demand at your demand. WHPR TV Detroit on demand.com. A Watkins Broadcasting Company.
We want to make sure that our students are well-rounded in a variety of career and academic programs. We are moving towards the career technical education field.
So there's a lot of opportunities in career programs in a field where they get certifiable skills.
Students can save time and money while earning a bachelor's degree right here at the University Center.
We're here to walk students every step of the way, from applications to scholarships to course selection.
And then go further beyond that and take master level classes.
It's a brand new Wayne County Community College District.
We're here to stay.
We have an array of products to assist you in all your beauty or body needs. Do you want curly, soft, beautiful hair? Well, try our Relaxer line, designed to leave your hair soft, silky, and full of body. Or would you like beautiful, straight, shiny, long-lasting hair? Well, try our Cherry or Extreme Hold Spritz. With our Cream Shine, it's guaranteed to give you that look you want. How about dry, achy feet or legs that you can't seem to keep moisturized? Well, try our African Shea Butter Foot Lotion. We have many products to help you with all phases of your beauty and body needs. For a full list of all our products, please visit our website at www.aeasysilk.com or call us at 313-277-2319.
Lord, I'm just sitting here looking over my.
Some people have seen where God has brought you from. They don't really understand it. They don't know your story.
You don't know my story.
You don't know
the things.
You don't know the things that I've come through.
You cannot imagine. Pain, the trials.
The pain, the trials I've had to endure.
You don't know.
You don't know my story. You don't know the day he
I was at my lowest
point.
You cannot imagine the strongholds and the walls that set.
But God has been faithful.
God has been faithful to me.
He promised.
He would never leave me.
My story
proves that God can use me.
Deliverance
is my testimony.
You don't know.
My story.
It would blow your mind.
That's the key. They don't know.
My story.
Say it, LeJune.
You don't know my story. The anguish and the guilt that consumed me. Grateful I can tell it. For no more shall the shackles condemn me. You don't know my story.
You just don't know.
For if you did, you would lift up your hands. So just let me tell you, by faith you may as well break out and dance.
I love this about God because even though I'm not perfect,
He would never leave.
My story
proves that God can leave.
and my deliverance. What I want to share is my testimony.
You don't know.
Somebody needs to know my story.
It would blow your mind.
Can I get a witness?
You don't know
My story.
My story.
My story.
And it's through my testimony that I overcome.
And the blood you shed delivered us.
I've been delivered. I've been set free. And now I have a testimony. God's favor. Whoa. Love.
And peace.
Oh, that's right. Say it, June. God, you never leave me. Won't forsake me.
You don't know. You don't know.
Listen, I want you to know that. Life and favor. Thank you for bringing me out. You think you know, but let me tell it. Life and favor. God, thank you for your mercy. And you love me. Life and favor. Oh, how wondrous. God, it's my story. Life and favor.
Upon me.
You wouldn't believe my real testimony. Can't imagine. Some people, they walked out on me and they gave up on me, said I wouldn't make it, but God brought me out.
All the things I've done.
If you only knew, you'd understand why I praise like this. Come on, can we take it up?
I'm delivered.
I'm delivered.
Here is my story. That's the favor of God upon me.
You don't know.
You don't know my business. You're not out there.
Life and favor.
He's the God of mercy.
Life and favor. Hallelujah. Is my story. Life and favor.
If you got a story, just lift your hands and get a witness and say it. What I've gone through.
Life and favor. I'm delivered with a testimony.
Look, you gotta have a testimony to sing this one. Look somebody in the face and say, can't imagine what I'm going through. God did it.
God did it. I can't take credit for it.
God did it.
God did it.
God did it. God did it.
God did it.
That's the key. I'm so grateful.
It's my story.
It's my story.
Thank you, Jesus. Can't imagine everything I've gone through.
Say it, legit.
God did it. God did it. God did it. God did it. That don't look like
It
what
don't
I
look like what I've come through.
Yeah.
Like a favorite song. You would be here with us.
And good morning once again. This is, of course, J.D. Hill coming at you live by way of our great station here in the city of Highland Park, Detroit, metropolitan Detroit, and all across the world. And as always, I am eternally grateful to the Almighty God for this privilege, this honor to come before this worldwide audience once again. Thank God for just being God. Thank God for my big brother and CEO of this station, Mr. R.J. Watkins, the Watkins family, the Tyler family, the Gentle Giant and his family, Miss Cunningham, and the Willis family also. Miss Cunningham, she's here this morning, energized, fired up, pumped up, ready to, if you come by and want to be a part of our great empire here at 160 Victor, you are welcome to come on in. She's there at her desk, and you will never meet a more pleasant and inspiring young lady as Miss Michelle Cunningham. And of course, later on this afternoon, our good friend, and she is just incredible and magnificent, Miss Willis. And Mr. Willis, he's always somewhere around here taking care of business also. And the entire WHPR team. we are saying to you this morning, good morning. We hope that your day will continue to be a blessing as the God that we know has inspired us and motivated us and kept us here just one more time to talk to our audience all over the world. And this has been made possible by Mr. Watkins and the entire team that I just mentioned. And we are so happy that you are here with us this morning, that you have us locked in this morning. And of course, my engineer this morning is the magnificent one, Mr. Sean Watkins. He's here this morning, and he's running the board and making everything that sounds and just outstanding work. And we want to thank everybody. And we are looking, Sean, my friend, I didn't bring the phone over here. I don't know what we were thinking about. I don't have the phone on my desk. And if you would be so kind to assist me this morning and get our phone up on the desk, and you can prepare to call on in this morning. Our phone number, of course, 868-433-6, 868-0342, and 868 for 868-0351. I think I got it right. Otherwise, we are corrected later on. But just thank God this morning that we are here. Now, we want to give a shout out, of course, to Mr. Bo. Mr. Bo, he's our, we call him our technician man. He is the, when we talk about technician, we're talking about moving whatever you want moved to clean out your attic, to dispose of some of the, junk that we build up over times, attics, basement. He does plumbing. He does, he'll help you out with your electrical. He's just an outstanding gentleman, and that's Mr. Bo. And he's been here on the show. And if you have any those old items that you want to discard, if you have old cars that you want to maybe get rid of, we know that with cars now, the price of steel it has gone down. Iron is not what it used to be. But Mr. Bo, if you give him a call at 739-0736, 739-0736, he will make an appointment with you. Come by and clean out your house, clean out your attic, whatever you need. He is a multi-purpose man out here, and maybe he will call in later on. We are looking for a call in, of course, from you have been asking about her. We are talking about Miss Rita. Miss Rita, she will call in and give us an update, all that's happening around the city and what's happening in her life and the things that's going on in her life. We just want to thank everybody. So as we look at where we are this morning, I know that there's a lot that you want to maybe talk about, maybe what happened down in Orlando, Florida, and what is happening here in the city of Detroit and across this nation. You are welcome to call in this morning. What I try to do when I come before you, I try my best to make a special appeal to our young people, because I see all of the greatness in you. Time is on your side, and time to invest in yourself and take advice from me. The sooner you start, the better it is for you. I look at Mr. Watkins and I, we often talk about how we when we came through life and the discipline that was instilled as we made our way to where we are now. And we thought at that time, because this is, I think, Father's Day weekend, so we try to structure our information so that it will reach our young people, especially our young men. You are valuable to us. We don't want you to destroy yourself. And to our young ladies, we want our young men to be strong so they can be that rod and that staff for you down through the years. And you have a great opportunity, but you got to take advantage of the time in which you live. The hair doctor, many have been calling, asking about the hair doctor. The hair doctor is on the recuperative trail. He's no longer at Henry Ford. We are looking for a call in from him. I know you would like to hear from the hair doctor. So, hair doctor, if you are out there, we would like for you to call in, give us an update and that you will inspire and motivate others. That's the hair doctor that's here on Monday mornings. And if he's not here, Brother Harvey is here. I'll come in, make sure that everything is together. And I'm the type of person will throw you out there, and so you'll have to fend for yourself. So Brother Harvey has been doing an excellent job in the absence of Minister Day. We call him the hair doctor. We are going to go to the phone lines quickly this morning. One thing I want to focus in on, we are talking about coming outside of that comfort zone, okay? We are talking about that fear of the unknown, conquering that fear of the unknown. And I just want you to just let this somewhat get into your mind and activate the great thought processes in your mind. And let us look at, this is just from my writings in days gone by. Over and over again, I try my best to bring it to you so that you won't forget it. In a time in which we live, where we are bombarded with all phases of information by way of the internet, our phones and TV, radio, you name it, the information is out there. And so sometimes when we are focusing in on one entity, something else always comes to somewhat sidetrack us. Am I right? But going back to coming out of my book, once again, Serious Enough to Be Serious. Young people, I am convinced. Now, I've lived long enough to know what I'm talking about. So I feel that I'm in a credible position to share information with you. And if you will listen, it will do you good. It has certainly blessed me along the way. So I am convinced once you become serious enough to be serious and serious enough to go beyond the call of your comfort zone, while accepting the challenges associated with change. This is what we're talking about. You are placing yourself in a receptive position that the higher conscious level of self will intercept you and welcome you to a new dimension where knowledge, courage, wisdom, and understanding awaits to equip you and empower you as you enter into that expressway of guaranteed success. Guaranteed success. And we just want to let you in on that this morning. And my friend, Dr. Hardy Fields, is here, and we will get him up shortly. He's a great friend of mine. We've been together over the years at 1440. My friend, just have a seat for a minute, either place you want to, and we'll get him on up soon. He's just just an outstanding pastor and a friend of mine, and we'll get him up. So those who are out in TV and radio land, make sure you give a call and tell them that Dr. Hardy Fields is here with me, and we will get him on at approximately 7:30 this morning. But in the meantime, we're going to go to our phone call, and callers, if you would like to call on in, you are welcome to call in. Caller, talk to me this morning. How are you? Caller, are you there? Let me check with my engineer, make sure that Caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning.
And good morning to you as well. How are you?
I'm fine. This is just Rita.
Miss Rita, and how are you? And we've been missing you, Miss Rita, and give us an overview of what has been happening in your life, and what is the movers and the shakers that you are planning on getting involved in on now, Miss Rita?
Well, Mr. Hill, I was anticipating my show, and I had got a little sidetracked. I had a little accident, and I'm still nursing myself back from a motorcycle accident.
Okay. This motorcycle accident, are you telling me that you are out there on the streets, the highways and byways, riding a motorcycle?
Yes, me and my husband, we ride, and so does our children. They ride too.
Okay. Oh, wow. And so what happened? Were you trying to do one of those what they call it, the bungee jumps or whatever on your motorcycle?
No, I ride real slowly, safely, pretty much. I'm not an expert. Okay. But when I see somebody coming up behind me, at and I try to get out of their way. You know?
Okay, right.
And I was sort of on the shoulder almost, you know, and stuff, and there was some gravel and stuff in the way.
Okay.
You know? And you got to be careful on that dirt and rock, gravel, whatever that is, you know.
Sure.
And hey, next thing I know, the bike was sitting on top of me.
Oh my gosh! Wow!
Yeah, so I'm still, you know, healing from that, but I'm okay.
Okay.
But I'm still healing from that. And when you know, when you get a little older, you don't heal as quickly.
Right.
I found that out.
Yeah, I understand. You're right.
So I'm gonna have to just put my show a little bit further back.
All right. Well,
but until then,
sure.
I've been working on, you know, a whole lot of things, and, you know, just getting ready, you know.
Sure, absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
And as me and you were talking, I was letting you know that I want to still be, you know, out there, you know.
Sure.
So to let everybody know, I'm going to be a part of the EEOC.
Okay.
I'll be up under that banner.
All right.
Which is the Education, Employment, Ownership, and Control.
Yes, ma'am.
And right under that banner with J.D. Hill and Mr. Harvey, Hair Doctor, and a host of others.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm going to be an independent distributor. So I'm going to put a number out there, and if anyone needs that those hair care products, which is the Easy Silk line,
yes,
they can give me a call, and I will be able to have it delivered.
Okay.
You know.
All right. And Ms. Reed, I think that's a unique position that we've been in. And when I bring Dr. Hardy on as you listening, he will tell you that even in days gone by, he and I, we were over at another station in which he's still over there. That's AM 1440, and that was back in the day. And when I would go to his church, and we would have like seminars, we would have and put the products out. And I mean, that was maybe about 20 plus years ago. And
catch us when you want, how you want, where you want. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Watch your favorite TV shows on demand. And be sure to
download the WHPR app.
We're now on demand at your demand. WHPR TV Detroit on demand.com, a Watkins Broadcasting Company.
We have an array of products to assist you in all your beauty or body needs. Do you want curly, soft, beautiful hair? Well, try our relaxation line, designed to leave your hair soft, silky, and full of body. Or would you like beautiful, straight, shiny, long-lasting hair? Well, try our Cherry or Extreme Hold Spritz with our Cream Shine. It's guaranteed to give you that look you want. How about dry, achy feet or legs that you can't seem to keep moisturized? Well, try our African Shea Butter Foot Lotion. We have many products to help you with all phases of your beauty and body needs. For a full list of all our products, please visit our website at www.aeasysilk.com or call us at 313-277-2319.
Wayne County Community College is a beacon of hope for so many people who can see the impact it's made, and that we're celebrating the 50th anniversary and all the good that it's done.
It has been the pathway for so many to obtain a higher education.
Congratulations to Wayne County Community College for 50 years of service to Detroit, Wayne County, and all of Southeast Michigan.
Making education much more available and affordable. 50th year is just the beginning of the first century.
Watch WHPR and TV 33 when you want, where you want, how you want. WHPR is now in your pocket. Download our free app by going to the App Store or Google Play and enter WHPR TV in the search engine. And there we are. You can download WHPR TV or radio. You heard about it. Now come be a part of it. Roku Detroit Worldwide. Approximately 8 million viewers.
Has age finally caught up with you? Do you have high blood pressure, diabetes, or kidney disease? Well, look and feel younger today. We discovered a new product that promotes appearance and joint issues by the way of collagen, HA, and other super ingredients, without injections. This product will significantly improve joint mobility, help with high blood pressure, kidney disease, and diabetes. It'll also help your skin as well. Call us now at 706-319-0255 or 313-885-4321.
Lord, I'm just sitting here looking over my life, Lord. Let me take inventory. Can I take it? Can I take it? 'Cause I know you. I know you.
And good morning once again. This is, of course, J.D. Hill, and this is the J.D. Hill Show. And I have with me, who's no stranger to me, some of the audience in other parts of the world. You may not know him, but may I just introduce to some, present to others, my good friend, Pastor Hardy Fields. And I'm going to introduce to some, present to others, and he's a man, God's man. So, Dr. Fields, welcome to the J.D. Hill Show, and welcome to this worldwide audience out here this morning.
Well, thank you, Dr. Hill. Certainly glad to be back with you. I've been away from you for a while.
Yes, sir.
But it's good to be back.
Yes,
and I see that you're still on the job.
Still on the job.
Still on the job, and you ain't backing up.
No.
You're still moving forward.
That's right.
And that's what we need to do.
Yes, sir.
We need to go forward.
I want to be one of those that can grab onto what I think it was Apostle Paul said when the end of the day, I fought a good fight.
Yeah.
Kept the faith, finished my course. Now, whatever's on the other side, I'm ready for it, Dr. Fields. And so, Dr. Fields, introduce yourself to this worldwide audience and let them know about your church and your mission in life.
Well, I'm Dr. Hardy Fields, and I've been pastoring church on the east side of Detroit, Lee May and Verner, and I've been there for 30 years as pastorate.
Okay.
And I know the Lord had called me into this ministry. And after a couple of years of preaching and pastoring, I realized that there was a need. I didn't realize that at first that the Lord was calling me into this ministry. I didn't understand it.
Okay.
But it takes a while.
Okay.
You know, like a child growing up, you know, each year you learn a little bit more.
Yes, sir.
As you go. And God that we serve, He'll bring you along just like He'll bring along children.
Okay.
Amen. He all used to call us little children.
Right.
And so He brought me into this ministry, and I realized after some years of preaching and pastoring and teaching people that was a great need. You know, I didn't see this at first. I know maybe a lot of fellas will say, "Oh, I know it, I've seen it, and I want," but I didn't see it.
Okay.
It took me a while to see it, and when I found out that was a need, not just in teaching and preaching and going to church and going home and coming back, going to church and going to this meeting and doing that, but God wants us to come together.
Okay.
Now, if you notice that He called those disciples, Jesus called those disciples. By the way, we're living in a New Testament church. Not an Old Testament. But we're in the New Testament age. And you notice that Jesus called those disciples. And He said, "Come and follow me." That was the first thing.
Right.
First thing. The first thing is first. Come and follow me. Now, after you come and follow me, then I will show you what I want you to do. Now, you have to follow. Follow means obedient.
Yes.
Having faith. Yeah. And so, Jesus, I'll show you what to do. He having all power, all knowledge, and the Son of God. So He said, "Follow me." Then absolutely, He must have known what He's talking about. Amen. Right. You see, our knowledge is limited.
You're right.
And our understanding. But He said, "Come, follow me," and He taught them what to do. First, taught them to teach and preach the Word of God, and then told the people to come together. And once you believe the Word of God, and He taught them about love. And once you believe the Word of God, that is love. And then once we start to loving each other, we'll start respecting each other.
All right. That love and respect. And someone want to get in, Dr. Fields, we able to take phone calls. We'd like to Okay, if you would like to call in, Dr. Hardy Fields is here. He's my friend, and he's my pastor. I got so many pastors all over the city of Detroit, but he's one of my very good friends and pastors on the east side of Detroit, down at LeMay and
East Vernon, LeMay.
East Vernon and LeMay. And I've been there at his church, and the welcome that is extended there. It's a neighborhood church, and we are proud of him, and to take time out of his busy schedule to come here and speak to the world this morning. So, caller, we are getting ready to go to the phone line. If you want to talk to me or Dr. Fields, you are welcome to. Good morning. Welcome to the J.D. Hill Show. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Brother Hill.
Good morning, my friend.
To the good pastor right there.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say, you know, when I talk to pastors, I'd like to ask them to do one favor for me.
Okay.
And that favor is, you said we in a New Testament now. And, you know, to me, ain't no Old or New Testament. It's all God's Word. And over the decades, our community has been wrestling with themselves at what's more relevant, the New Testament or the Old Testament. And I tell them the whole book is irrelevant. If nothing in the Old Testament is relevant today, then nothing in the New Testament is relevant. If one part of the book ain't good, the whole book ain't good. So I just like for us to just start calling it what it is. It's not old, it's not new, this is the Word of God. And Genesis is as relevant today in 2016 as Revelation is. The book of Nahum is just as relevant in 2016 as the book of Matthew. And I just think if our people get off that divisional kick when it comes to God's Word, because I done had preachers say, hey, man, that was the Old Testament. And when you say something is old, you kind of give people the inclination that, well, it really ain't that important. When I think the whole entire, everything God has to say in there is important, brother. You know, that's just my thought.
All right. And we thank you for your opinion, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, my friend. Okay, and Dr. Field, as we look at where we are now at a time in which we live in, when we think about what happened down in Orlando, Florida, and what is happening here in the city of Detroit, and across this diaspora, the world, and we look at the condition of our young people and middle age, and Dr. Fields, when you and I came along, work was the order of the day. But now when we look at our young men in particular, the skills are not there. I mean, the skills are here, but just like you were talking about, when Jesus said, follow me, you got to get out of your comfort zone, not be afraid to step out on faith. That's why when he said, follow me, they could see him in the physical, you know, but you got to go beyond the physical, because you got to realize that which is physical, just like you and I, one day we're going to leave this world.
That's right.
And so what we share with the world, maybe our young people will see. I saw Dr. Hardy Fields on the J.D. Hill Show, and it impacted my life. And as a result of that, I am a better man today than I was yesterday. So when you look at our young people today, what would you say to our young people? We know that we got good young people, but there is a culture out here that's bringing bad report to the entire young especially African Americans. Let's just focus.
Well, kind of like I want to piggyback on a little bit of what the brother just called in for. Talking about the old, I was talking about the Old and New Testament. First of all, you got to learn out where you come from. See, there's a beginning.
Okay.
If you don't know your beginning, then you're not going to go very far in anything else.
Okay.
So you came from your mother and father. That's your beginning. That's where you came from. So if there was no Old Testament, there couldn't be no New Testament.
Okay. Okay.
See, the Old Testament, God dealt with the children of Israel, His chosen nation.
Okay.
And everybody had to follow along with their religion because that was God's chosen nation. But in the New Testament, as the people didn't go along with God's law, they got away from it.
Okay.
God sent His only Son, which was Jesus, and He come to give us a new covenant.
Okay. Okay.
And that's all that means. It's just a matter of you need to be in the church where the preacher and pastor can break it down to you and show you and walk the word through you, where you can understand it.
Okay.
And so what then happened to the younger generation is that we have gotten away from the old way. I know people say, well, you know, that's old and out of state, and that's, you know what I mean, that we don't do that no more. Well, I come up in the old way. I don't see nothing wrong with me. I obey the law. I obey people older than I. I love people. I help young people, and I got respect for all people.
Yeah.
You see, so wasn't nothing wrong with the old way.
Right.
But during the old way, a lot of people didn't have, especially people of our color, they didn't have a chance to go to school and to explore certain things. But now God has blessed us where we can go to school, get an education, and open a business just like you're doing for ourselves.
Yes.
And we done got away from that. It's just a minor adjustment.
I agree with you. Just a minor adjustment. But how do we adjust that minor?
It's a minor adjustment. The 6th chapter, the 21st chapter of St. John in the Bible, New Testament, the disciple was fishing all night. The 21st chapter, from the 3rd verse through the 6th verse, they had been fishing all night long.
Yeah.
Jesus comes up early that morning and says, y'all caught any fish? Y'all caught anything? They said, no, we ain't caught nothing. We've been out here working all night fishing. It ain't caught nothing.
Right.
He said, what happened? I said, well, I don't know. They was fishing on the left side, throwing the net on the left side of the boat all night long, throwing the net. Jesus said, turn around, take your net and cast it on the right side. Just listen to instruction and obedience. And when they did that, immediately they caught so much fish to the sunk the ship. They had to call for somebody to help them keep from getting drowned out there. Had to rent another boat. Just a simple minor adjustment. So we have gotten away from the old way, which what we were taught from our parents and great-grandparents, and got us a new way of doing things. And then we watch another bad thing with us, too, out of habit. We watch other folks do what we do. Do our own thing.
Okay.
You know the people, the fellow you said back in the 60s? Black power, let's do our thing.
Yeah.
We got away from that.
Yeah.
So we got to get back to doing our thing instead of watching somebody else do their thing.
And Dr. Phil, I always think about that. Other people will come to where you and I are, open up businesses. They will go into their businesses, and here you and I have been here all this time. Now, we can talk about, well, the government didn't treat us right, all of that stuff. There's enough of us, just like, say, for instance, at your church, a core group of people, if they are serious-minded enough, can cause a transformation, a revolution to take place. You ain't got to get out here and hoop and holler and carry on. When people see that you are moving in a positive direction, help will come.
Sure.
Help will automatically come.
Sure.
I've lived long enough, Dr. Fields, to know that. And so what do you think that that has happened along the way that it seemed as though we are losing out? We got more churches than ever before, church based on every corner, and everybody is a doctor, but it seemed as though we are sicker than the generation before us. So we have gone completely away from, when we talk about the old and the new, but the discipline that was instilled. Nobody really wants to take advice anymore. Everybody want to be their own, And there's nothing wrong with that, but when you go for yourself, make sure you got something to show the world. Say, this can happen to you. And you've been able to do that. So address that, Dr. Fields, while we got more churches and more, well, I don't know where more people are going now, but it seems as though that connection is not there.
Well, the problem with the 45 plus years I've been in the ministry, pastoring for 30 years, the problem I run into with ministers, preachers, and pastors and some church folks is that we sing, we teach, we preach, and we talk, we testify, but the problem is we don't act on it.
Right. Yeah.
See, I can shout.
Okay.
Can't nobody beat me shouting.
Okay.
I get my shout on.
Okay.
But after the shout is over,
then what?
You got to go to work.
You got to go to work.
You got to be some work there.
Yes, sir.
See, that should be something in your shout that puts you to work.
Right.
You see. So what happened is we don't act on it. See, in the book of James, in the book of James, the 2nd chapter, 17 to 18 verse says, without faith, without works, is where your faith. You say you got a faith, but where your work?
Yeah.
So if you believe in God and you believe God is going to bless you and do all this for you, you got to act on that. The disciples act on what Jesus told them. Catch your net on the right side.
Right.
They act on that, and when they did it, they was abundantly blessed.
Yeah, and so
and they've been working out there all night.
All night, and that's the problem. As I spoke earlier about being trapped in your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
You're on one side of the boat, you're fishing because somebody told you, okay, on this side, this is where I caught my fish. I go there on that same side, caught up. But they didn't possibly tell you that over the time I've been on that side of the boat fishing, I've just about caught all of the fish on that side. So on the other side, if you launch out in the deep and put your faith to work, things will happen. Okay. So when they were able to go on the other side, and that's how it is about life. Yes. And Dr. Fields, you know, the worst thing is to become trapped in your comfort zone where you just become satisfied and contented. In the word, it said, I came that you might have life and have it more abundantly. Mm-hmm. Now, that takes you out of that comfort zone. Yeah. But it's not that just the word is telling you that. You got to act on the word.
Well, see, your comfort zone is like vacation.
Yeah.
See, when you go on vacation, you don't stay on vacation.
Right.
You take a break,
right,
and then you come back and go to work.
Right.
But what's happened to us is we want to stay on that comfort zone. Right. And there's one thing we got to give the other people that just don't look like us. One thing we got to give them credit for.
Yeah.
They will work.
Yes.
They'll work hard for their business.
Yes, for their business.
They ain't gonna produce nothing for you.
No.
But they'll work hard for their business.
Sure.
Till they reach the point where they want to be.
Yeah.
Then they'll take a vacation.
And they see that opportunity.
Yes.
And they go after it.
They go after it. You have to go.
And the sad commentary about that is, Dr. Fields, that they already got our track record before they come here. Mm-hmm. And they already feel that they got a built-in clientele. And it's just like, okay, they'll come, they'll open up business. You don't ever find them promoting. They don't ever get on the Hardyfield broadcast and say, we're going to support you because you're members. We see your members at our stores. They just sit right back. And when we go to the store, we are some of their best promoters. We'll go back. They don't open up a new store now.
Sure.
Open up a new store.
Sure.
And here you and I, we are still suffering. We done had the business there all the time. And they wonder why our businesses are not on the level that their business are. Well, common sense will dictate to you, if you take all your resources to someone else, your home is being diminished all the time.
That's right.
And so, I don't know. Will we be able to come out of it, Dr. Field? What do you see?
It's just a minor adjustment.
Minor adjustment.
So what we got to do is, see, you can learn some good things from other folks. Okay. Some bad things, too.
Sure.
But you can take the good and work with it.
Mm-hmm.
Learn from them.
Learn.
They work together.
Yeah.
And when one set up a business, that business become prosperous,
yeah,
somebody else in the family, they set them up another business across town.
Yeah.
And then when they get that going, they go out of state and set up another business.
That's right.
And then it just keep going on and on.
And on.
And we can do it.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it.
Minor adjustment.
We go to church.
Yeah.
If we can go to church and preach and shout and sing and clap our hands together, we can go in business together. Why can't we?
That's right.
We said we're going to meet at church. We'll have a good time.
Yeah.
Well, after the good time, Lord, let's go and take care of business.
Wow. And I know that in your sermons, I've heard you preach, and you include all of this into your message. I hear you on the radio. You include entrepreneurship and the why we should support one another. We're not out here trying to discredit anyone else, because when we really look at what is happening now with other businesses, Dr. Fields, they learned from us.
Mm-hmm.
We had it first. Do you remember? I don't know when you came to the city of Detroit or whether you were born here. When you came here, man, that was businesses owned by people like you and I throughout the city of Detroit.
I came here in '68.
You came here in '68?
But let me tell you something. I came from Memphis, Tennessee, down south.
Okay.
And little did I know at the time that in my hometown in Memphis, most of the black people had their own business.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was a youngster.
Right.
But I thought about it later on. Barbershop, cleaners, you name it.
Yeah.
Stores.
Sure. Yeah.
All over the place.
All over the place. Was it because of you were separated from the what we call the dominant forces now that's occupying the businesses, and we were forced to patronize one another? has this thing called integration, has that somewhat, just taken our energy and our drive and enthusiasm away?
I think it's mostly we want to blame a lot of people, and that's you can blame. There's a lot of blame to go around.
Yeah.
But it's mostly our fault.
Okay.
Because see, where I came from, my hometown, the black people had their own business. We shop from black, buy from blacks.
Okay.
And we run our own neighborhood down there at that time.
Yeah.
But I was young and I didn't pay a lot of attention to it.
Right.
But we hardly ever had to go out our neighborhood for anything. So we got away from that.
Right.
You see, and then we need to get back to it. So just one of them things where we got fascinated. You know, people you know, every time somebody buy a new car, you know, going down the street, you see it and you want one.
Yeah. Well, sure.
But maybe you don't need that new car. Maybe you take that money and put it in the bank, and let it grow. Or talk with your neighbor down the street. Say, look, can we get together? Maybe we need to open up a business, me and you.
Right.
And then you can own your own car lot instead of seeing a car going down the street.
Sure.
So we got away from what we're supposed to be doing.
Right.
By watching other folks and being a little bit on the lazy side.
Yeah.
But the devil will tell us that we can't do it.
Sure.
The TV news media tell us we can't do it because all they show is, bad things about our people.
I know. And see, that's another thing about ownership. And Dr. Fields, you remember when you came here or in Memphis, Tennessee, we were there was those of us who owned radio stations. You remember in the days gone by, James Brown, and Otis Redding, and all of them in the South.
Sure.
I mean, you could go up and down the dial, and these people who were out here in the community was blessing them because they was entertainers. We were going to see them perform, and as a result of that, they took some of that revenue, put it back in where they would have a mouthpiece or communication into the community. And you know for yourself, the thing that has happened to us, we have sit back and allowed other people to dominate the market where the information, say for instance, products are going out. We had this niche here in the city of Detroit. You remember the Queen? You remember in that?
She's from my hometown.
She's down there in Tennessee.
Sure, that's where she's from.
Yeah,
Memphis.
And here we had what I call a real CHB. I didn't know Henry Ruff rolling out through there.
Yes.
And see all of these great entities, and Mr. Watkins, he was with 107.5 WGPR.
Yes.
We had a TV station there.
That's right.
And it seemed as though when we were able to get up and get a glitch, a niche, with what is going on, we just wanted to be like other folks. We abandoned that, and just like you and I think you was at General Motors.
Right.
I was at Chrysler. And sometime, in making that transition, if we are not attuned to what is going on, brother, we lose sight. And as a result of that, we stepped away from our businesses because here was that money out there.
Yes.
Here was the benefits.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I tell you,
fast buck.
Fast buck.
Yeah.
Fast buck. Because in a business you gotta work.
That's right.
It ain't no such thing as 8 hour or 9 hour 10. That's almost like a 24-hour job.
I want to say this. The stigma that we got, we could do it, but they won't help us.
Yeah.
You can help yourself.
Help yourself.
Do you know? I realize I done lost. As you can see, I done lost at least 30, 40 pounds.
Right.
Eating too much. Eating other folks' food. But you know what? Now I cook most of my own food.
See that? Right.
And my health is better. I feel better.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So what we need to do is we need to get together and get our own business together, do our own thing, and we can do it and stop spending. Do you realize if you could add up how much money you spent within a year, just waste it up?
Yes. Wasted.
Yeah. And nothing to show for it.
Nothing.
We could take over half of that money that we waste up and get in the neighborhood and get together, and everybody would take that money and put it in a pot together. Do the same thing next year. And do you know if we go on and galvanize the whole neighborhood and we all get together and save that money that we're wasting up, we could open up our own business. We wouldn't have to make no loan.
Absolutely.
And I heard people tell me that, they ain't gonna help us make a loan. You don't need. We got PhDs, we got doctorate degrees. Our kids are going to school to get an education. our young men, our young women, they're going to college, they got degrees in education. And you and I, in the civil rights time, we had to fight to go to school.
Oh, man, what you talking about? We have to fight. Let's go to the phone lines now. And callers, please, be brief and to the point. And Dr. Phil is here with me this morning, and he's my friend. And let me just tell you also, because he and I, we are networkers. We network together. When I need certain things, or if I need to be on the air and I want to reach a certain audience, I always got access to his show, which is on Sunday mornings at 7:30 a.m. to 8 o'clock a.m. on 1440 AM radio station. The station that I was on, I basically cut my teeth on years ago. Dr. Fields is there. So anytime I need to get information out, I can call in, I can go by his station, or we'll switch up. And I just want you to get to know him and know the power of networking. Networking is power, my friend. And now, what we have to do now, we are at the top of the hour. I didn't realize it was going this fast. We are at the top of the hour. We're going to take a station break. On the other side, we will come back with Dr. Hardy Fields, my guest this morning. Callers, then you can call on in.